had a day at the pool, and then I went home and read some comments. So let's do a little walk and talk, shall we? So I'd like to thank everybody for taking the time and watching my video and leaving the comments. Do appreciate it. I I enjoy reading your opinions on the Tater and his doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And we all know what that is, the definition of. But someone had a good little theory, I guess. And they said about Tater and Diana moving back to Sholo by Kevin, hoping that they can suck up to him, and now that they know he's not doing that great health-wise, that maybe they can, little baby boy can get some property or some sheds or something. Because I didn't think too much of it until I was like, yeah, because old Tater, he was talking up, him and Diana both, they were talking up Kevin pretty well. Like, yeah, it'll take some time, but our property will be better than Kevin's. And they were like, oh no, ours is never, because Kevin got he's got everything down pat, and he's got the best, and it will never be better than him. And we know Tater, he has to have the biggest and best of everything. So him sucking up to Kevin like that, then I read that comment, I was like, that's not a bad little theory. And yes, it's just a theory, but still, not a bad little theory. I can get on board with that. I can get on board with it. I enjoyed that little theory, and thank you for sharing. Then another little silly little thought that I had was he could go over to Mikey's, right? Doesn't Mikey have a guest house now? Can you imagine Tater and Diana bumping uglies in Mikey's guest house? Those two wild boars that have that thing knocked over and rolling down. Oh, I know. Sorry for that image implanted in your head. I just had to. But yeah, I thought that was funny. He can go over to Mikey and stay at his guest house until he gets his land fixed and his bus done. Oh man, good old Tater. But yeah, a lot of people seem to have the same opinion as most of us. There's a little minority that, it's not your business. The usual, it's none of your business, why do you care? Well, again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but if it's none of my business, then why is it on the internet for the world to see? And Tater relies on people watching his business, or else he wouldn't have his land or his bus or anything else, because that's what pays his bills. People watching this shit and getting up all in his business. And he's the one who's putting his business out for people to get into. So yeah, it's not us, it's him. Comment that was good, that was a little reminder, was that, remember, Tater had some little run-ins with a few of the contractors, the business people around there for Taterland, when they were doing this, that, the other thing, driveway people, stone people, trash people, and all that. So yeah, he's back in the same area and he's going to want stuff done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were taking notes and they're going to remember that little fuck. And that was a good little comment, a little reminder, because that kind of slipped my mind, all the issues, which we should all remember, because we all know how Tater gets with people. And remember, he he put cameras up to watch the trash guy so he could catch him in the act of not doing his job and all that. Yeah, you know how the little creep is. Remember the poor little pizza dude that bumped into his Rubbermaid trash can? But anyway, yeah, most people were on board and all, you know, had the same line of thinking. You know, why is he going back to the same place that he hated so much because of the weather and this and that? So it's pretty interesting. So again, thank you all for watching and taking the time to comment. I do enjoy reading you guys' comments. It's always funny. Some of you guys make really good points. Some of you are really funny. But yeah, so thanks. I appreciate it. I really do. All right, I figured I'd stop here by the gazebo as the sun starts to go down and duck behind the clouds here this evening, and talk about a little bit about my experience here in Florida. Now, Florida gets a bad rap. You hear all the time about the crazy people and the wacky people in Florida, you know, only in Florida. Well, my experience has been pretty good. Most of the people that I run into are really, really friendly. I mean, out at stores and out and about, again, really friendly people. You know, they're helpful and very informative. Now, of course, there are the assholes, but they're everywhere. And I will say that, you know, even in my neighborhood back home, the people around here are, and I'm not talking about right here in the community, this little community, everybody waves and highs all the time. I'm talking about out and about here on the Space Coast. But yeah, people have been pretty friendly. Food's been really good everywhere we went. I mean, we don't eat out much, but had a couple meetups with friends and some YouTubers and people from YouTube. And so we stop at restaurants and meet up there and stuff. And yeah, the food's been real good. Service has been really good, and the wait staff is always very nice. And the restaurants themselves, interesting. Most of them are, you know, right along the water, open air stuff with all the wildlife and everything. Interesting stuff, interesting stuff. I will say, the main thing that I noticed is people drive like assholes in Florida. The drivers in Florida are fucking lunatics. I mean, everybody is flying, and you know, you get out on 95 to go somewhere, the speed limit's 70, so everybody's doing 80 and 90. and the roads are you know, there's multiple lanes of the main drags a lot of places, and people will just pull out and they'll be in the far right lane, and they will jump across 3 lanes of traffic, get in the far left lane. They don't give a shit. They don't look, they don't care. They just go. It's pretty wicked. It is wild. But tonight, the weather is beautiful tonight. It's like a nice breezy 78, really nice day. I don't know exactly what the temperature was, the high temperature was today, but spent most of the day down at the pool. I would get in the pool. The pool was nice and cool. They have the heated pool and the regular unheated pool. I always get in the unheated one. It was chilly, the water was chilly, but once you get in, it's fine. But then when you would get out, the breeze, it was really breezy, and you'd get a chill. So I would sit on the chair. The wife, she just laid out. She didn't even get in the water. But you'd lay out in the sun. The sun dried you up real quick. It was real nice and warm. So yeah, it was nice. And then when I'd get too hot, start getting hot and sweaty, I'd get back in the pool, cool off, get back out, sit on the chair. So yeah, we hung out at the pool most of the day. Went home, grabbed a little snack, and like I said, got on and was reading comments and stuff. So I thought I'd just come out, have a little walk and talk video this evening. I'll turn around here and see if you can see the sun is ducking. It's starting to duck down. It's peeking out behind some clouds. But I have really, really enjoyed my time here. I did like the big fancy houses. They were cool. Island life was awesome. And it was nice to see how the other half lived. But here on the Space Coast, I always did like it here. I really, really do enjoy being here. So you just never know. And people were making some comments about me and the tater thing, and I'm just jealous, and I'm this and I'm that. There's nothing to be jealous of. I don't want to live on a moonscape in Arizona, and I don't want to live in a bus, and I don't want to live in someone's yard in Mississippi. So yeah, I'm really not jealous. There's not a whole lot to be jealous of. And someone made some kind of comment, some mention about me going to rich people's house and mopping up after them because I got nothing. Let me tell you, you don't know what I was doing at those places. You don't know. You think I was mopping up after people. You have no idea. You can speculate all you want. You can guess all you want. You can make your little comments all you want. Doesn't matter to me. I know why I was there. I know what I was doing when I was there. And I know that, yeah, my pockets are just a little bit fuller because I was there. So you can say whatever you want. It doesn't bother me. And no, I'm not angry. I'm not mad. And I'm definitely not jealous of little Tater Tot and his living situation. Just because he bought, again, some moonscape. Yeah, that wouldn't be my first purchase if I had 25 grand burning a hole in my pocket. Sorry, wouldn't be my first. A couple of people were saying about my outfit today. my red and black and red and black. Well, I'm sorry, but my crusty gray shorts and my cat covered shirt, I just couldn't find it. So I put on something that actually matched and looked good, in my opinion. Hey, sorry if you didn't like it. You can go over and watch Tater and watch his cat hair flutter in the wind. And you can watch his nasty gray shorts that stand up in the corner by themselves. All right, that's enough for that shit tonight. So that was our little walk and talk video for this evening. So I'll go over here across the street from the gazebo, and I will wrap it up over here down by the water. At night, the little light comes on over there at the fountain, and it lights up nice and purty. So yeah, there you go. That's gonna do it for this one. That's gonna do it for today. Tomorrow is the oddities thing over at Space Coast Harley. I'm gonna head over there tomorrow evening and check that out. I don't know if I'll drag a camera around or not. I'm not real big on walking through crowds and doing all that crap. I don't like sticking cameras in people's faces. But yeah, I'll either take you with or at least tell you about it. So that's what's going on tomorrow, but that's not until like 4. So I don't know what I'll be doing during the day. But I might let you in on it, and I might not. I don't know.
You see that little check mark?
What we do here is go back.